How's it going? This looks like a line. You didn't want to get your hands dirty yet, did you?
We just arrived too, right, Lucas? This is Bronco. You've seen her before. This one's a 92, the first year of the Aeronose, right? Which I really like, even though the bullnose is also attractive. After you drive the Aeronose, it gets harder because it's much more modern, right? It even has headliner upholstery all the way to the back. It has 3-point seat belts. It has better seats. This car already has traction control and ABS. All that, 92. I thought it was a 94. Here the 5.8 is already fuel injected, while in the bullnose the 5.8 is carbureted, right? Here you already have an electronic transmission, which is really modern. Okay, so I really like it. This one is also 100% original. It was bought from the first owner, first family. It has the manual, all its documentation, including it has 100% original paint. It's now waiting in line for a paint job, which is all that's missing. The car's mechanics are perfect. Does it work? Everything works. We finished restoring the seats, steering wheel, headliner, and everything inside.
It's already got historic registration and everything.
The car's registered and all set, right? Great. You could even use it as it is, right? For example, for those thinking, I don't have the money to buy a turnkey Bronco for 490 grand. No, you can buy it before I get my hands on it. It's a car you can get for 290,000. You pick a body shop to paint it how you like, right? Cool. Or if you don't do it this year, you can use it for 1, 2, 3, or as many years as needed before doing it. It's not rotten. There's nothing rotten about this car. What it has is a few chips on the hood. It's a little dented there, but it's not much. The girl who started driving at home, her father gave it to her, and she's the one who dinged up the car. Is that right? Okay, but you can see that it doesn't have the rust where Broncos usually rot. So it's a really solid car, all right?
Yeah, it doesn't have it. Look at the roof. It's in good shape.
Everything's perfect. All the windows and windshield are original. The car looks amazing inside and is ready. I already did the leather since it's the same as the Explorer. And I had already done it. It came with factory leather, this car. Right? We redid the leather on both front seats. Look at the headliner. Like I said, it goes all the way to the back, right? The old ones have exposed fiber. So it's more comfortable, quieter to drive, you know? Wow, it's really different compared to the older one.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I really like this option here.
Smell the new leather. It's amazing.
Right? The steering wheel was redone too.
But I think most of our audience here wouldn't have time to paint it. They just use it until...
They'd use it until it wore out.
Until it wore out or until they died or sold it.
And, well, actually, I mean, we just want to see things brand new, right? But it would allow you to use it for a very long time. It's not a car that's embarrassing to use, you know? Of course, it has its signs of age, but it's honest and all original.
And what about this one here next to me, huh?
Man, this one's really rare, right? I bought this pickup to restore, even though I said I wouldn't do any more big restorations. But this car won me over because I always wanted a car like this, right, Lucas? This one is a Blazer K5 in the GMC version, which is the Jimmy, right? It's a Jimmy. It's a Jimmy. So the Jimmy, what's more sophisticated about it compared to the K5 is that its interior is more luxurious and it has a slightly bigger engine. So it uses the 350 instead of the Chevrolet 305, right? Got it. And here they're really rare, right? 73, 74, 75 only in these 3 years. Is it a true convertible where you take off the top and only the windshield stays in front, right?
Everything comes off.
Everything comes off, so there's no door frame. Look here. The door doesn't have a frame. When you take the top off, it's just the windshield left, no support, just it.
Just 3. Only the coolest people have it.
Man, it's amazing how beautiful this truck is, of course, when it's finished and restored. This one too, man, we got it from the original owner. The gentleman was the head of the workshop at the Chevrolet dealership in Charlotte.
No way.
Yeah. So, man, even the mechanics of this truck are surprisingly flawless. Of course, the engine, you know, it started right up running smoothly, just like that.
It started immediately because it was maintained well.
He knew. I didn't really know how to care for the bodywork, just the mechanics. So the body wasn't well maintained. That's what it could have had. It collects dirt, just like our old Veroneo. It's tough to find one in perfect shape, right?
See water and dirt build up here?
That's right. Now notice that it has all the trims, emblems, details, and ornaments all original on the car.
Oh, cool, man.
Even the interior too, which is hard to find parts for. The front end, all that original cast metal trim, because you usually only see restored trucks with plastic masks, you know? You can't find those cast metal pieces anymore.
It covers it up, yeah.
Not here. Here the parts look, Original cast metal pieces, the stainless steel turn signal rings, you know, the premium materials from back in the day, right? A car with all its original content, right? So now it's in our hands, God forbid, right? We do the real work, what's up? It's going to be perfect. Panels here are really cheap, which is what's cool about GM. This car has the fenders, doors, rear fender, tailgate. You can buy all of that brand new original GM.
Do they sell that?
That's for sale, okay? At a ridiculously low price, actually, it's really cheap. Not the guy's lives, right? We don't need to weld, splice, or patch anything here. Here, you take it apart, clean it, wash it, put in the new parts, align it, weld the rear fenders. That's the worst part. The front ones are bolted on, the doors are on door pins, there's nothing. It's easy, right? So even here with the pickup, it's still rewarding, right? It's easy to restore. And its chassis underneath is perfect. There's no corrosion, nothing at all. It's really nice.
Damn, what a dream. A Jimmy Hari, look at that.
Notice how it's all intact underneath? Look there. Classy, right? Wow, look here, the engine bay looks amazing too. What a dream. Everything's just perfect, right?
I found this slightly odd spot to pull over so I could record and show once again the car that we're giving away through our new platform that Pingando Oleo created. Pingando Oleo created a giveaway platform, so we're going to start raffling off cars. This is the first one. It's my own car that's up for grabs, completely new, fully serviced and ready to be raffled off. So this is already happening at ligadosclasicos.com BR. The idea is to do new raffles with other cars as well. Other classic cars that we're going to get, including from partners and subscribers. The idea is for this to become something ongoing, right? The idea isn't just to do raffles. So this car is fully sorted mechanically. Even in terms of detailing, we cleaned a lot of the dust that was on it. We replaced the vinyl. The car receives significant care in every aspect. But above all, mechanically, the car is completely ready to use. It brakes well, drives well, doesn't overheat. New tires, new hubcaps, all original. They're very well preserved and nicely restored there. Yeah, there are a few things missing, very few things, and during this process that will take a few days, we're looking to make improvements and still add some original items that are missing. So just go to the first comment of this video or check the description. There's a link for you to access our platform and enter to win this beautiful LTD 69. A car with good provenance, a car from Rio Grande do Sul that I personally bought in the city of São Marcos. What does it have mechanically?
Here it's a Chevrolet 350, 350 and the TH350 transmission is already in it.
Wonderful, it is.
Where was it? Here, it's down here.
Perfect.
There, look.
Look.
So you see, even though on the outside there's damage on the fenders and the wall, the firewall is perfect. Yeah, look at that. With that black stuff there that goes around the boxes, that's their original seal, okay? It's not makeshift. So you see that it's not as bad as it looks from the outside. It looks much worse than it actually is.
Exactly.
But look, the air conditioning blows cold, it's perfect. Man, that's impressive. Everything works, it's perfect.
Yeah, man. Damn, that's cool. I've seen this one before, right?
You've seen this one before? Which one? No, this one just arrived. Just arrived. Yeah, this one is a brick nose, a 254-60 gasoline 4x4. This is for a customer just waiting on the license plate before delivery to him, correct? Yeah, it's a really original truck too. Really good to bring back to 100% good.
Really good, huh?
Yeah, really solid, a really clean truck. This truck was from Arizona. From Arizona, right? The underside of the truck is really clean, right?
It doesn't rust, right, man?
No, you can see the body is perfect, right? In many ways, this truck is almost 100% original, including the paint, okay?
This guy basically left it out in the open and didn't have any problems.
Yeah, they don't take care of it, right, man? If they took care of the paint, gave it some protection, man, wow, the trucks would reach the end of their life in perfect condition.
We're lucky that it's really dry.
No, yeah, that's true.
It's so dry that, there's no rust?
Yes.
Will it be registered and released immediately?
It'll be registered and given to the customer immediately. Then he'll handle the service himself, right? Got it.
And what about that last one over there?
The white one? Yeah. That's a Bronco brick nose. It's a 1989. This one already has, even though it still has the previous front end, it already has the fuel-injected 5.8.
Look, yeah, what year is it?
It's 89, 89.
89.
Yeah, so the 5.8 with fuel injection, which is really cool, right? I get it. You just turn the key, start it, and it runs. I like the interior of this car. I think it's beautiful, okay? I find it really interesting. This is a pickup truck that came 100% original, a bit worn out. Just as it was, they got it and they just gave it a paint job. But inside, it's all original windows, everything. A good project for someone to finish the way they like, okay? A noticeable paint job. 8, it's not like
a super perfect one, right?
They didn't put a little grill. You'd have to paint where it's chipped. You know when you miss that extra detailed touch, right? That's it. So, yeah, but there's also the price for someone to do that. Yes, it's not a 400,000 race car. It's a 260,000 race car. So there's a really good price for someone to finish it here and be able to use it as a cool project, right? Check out the interior. It's all original, a little worn, but still nice, see? This fabric is available in Brazil, the same fabric as in our F1000. Hi, F1000. Really? 93, yes.
Check it out.
This fabric is sold new at Dresser in Sao Paulo.
Oh, that's cool. So it's easy then.
It's easy.
Although it's not bad here, right?
No, but her door panels look great. It's a bit worn where you sit, see? Still, you have to admit, for the car's age. Getting the steering wheel leather redone is cheap, easy to fix, but the interior, the door panels are perfect, the headliner is nice, everything's already in good shape, right? Wow.
Really awesome and beautiful, dude. You have to find good cars like this, right, Henrique?
You have to find good cars like this, man.
Otherwise, you end up with a lot of headaches, right?
This one here, if someone has doubts, we have the photos of it when it was shipped to check if this guy really had zero power too. This car was all original inside. It had worn paint, sun damage, you know?
I see. Who wants this?
This is wonderful. It's nice, right? This car is great to drive. Look.
That's it. It's done. It already looks like a finished car.
It still has the original steel wheels with rim covers. Those are rare, right? I saw it. Usually they change the wheels. Look at that. The original wheel with the rim cover, just like it comes from the factory, it's steel wheel with the rim cover. Look.
The fish design detail is so cool.
Yeah, cool, right? With the little mountains.
Man, that's crazy. Really amazing.
It's cool, right?
Amazing, Ismael. You nailed it here too, huh? Nice.
Whoa, this is super rare, right, man? Would you look at this, man? This is a Pagoda 280, for God's sake. Yeah, this one was just sold, changed hands inside the store. It was part of a collection. Now it's going to another. And it's a very well-preserved car. It's in Brazil. It was brought from the United States, right? You can tell by its headlights, it's the American version. Okay? And this car has been in Brazil for about 20 years already. Yes, it was in a collection for a long time. And the Pagoda 280 is the coolest of all the Pagodas, right? It's the most powerful engine of them all. It already has a 4-speed transmission. Yeah? Uh-huh. And this car is really solid, man. When it arrived, it still had all the original paint. It was my client who gave it a new paint job. But it's impressive. The interior of this car is 100% factory original. There's no restoration. There's not? There's not. The vinyl in here, look, it's all original, Lucas. Check it out. This seat cover is factory original. It's not a reproduction. Look at this. Okay? That one over there too, original door panel. And it has an interesting configuration. What's interesting is that for the American market, the Pagoda could come with seating for 4. Okay? Because it has a back seat. Look, so it doesn't have the soft top. Got it? Then you remove the hard top.
From it, and it doesn't have a top.
I got it. Then you remove its hard top and it doesn't have a soft top. Because usually the Americans who bought the Pagoda were people from California, Texas, Arizona. They wanted an open top. They don't use a soft top, so for Americans, the soft top is just a hassle in their lives.
They just don't want to handle it, you know?
So Mercedes made it optional on the 280 Pagodas from 69, 70, and 71. You could order the rear seat and not have the soft top, just the hard top. I see. If I'm not using it as a convertible, I'll just put on the hard top and drive it like a coupe. Okay, so that's part of this car's appeal. Since it sat for a while, we're giving it a mechanical tune-up before handing it to the second owner, right? Yeah. We ordered a pump, injectors, and other parts to make.
Did you sell it to the second owner?
I sold it to another collection in Caxias, and the guy said, just order what it needs, do the maintenance, and deliver it ready. So we're going to deliver it in perfect condition to the guy who bought it, right?
Man, how special it is to have this right in front of us. Does it reach 1 million?
Yes, it does. Pagoda exceeds 1 million, right? Yes. Pagodas in really strong condition, like these here, reach 1.5 million. Yeah, the ones with a lot of work to do, there are 1 or 2 for sale in São Paulo that still need a lot of work, you see? Cars in the range of 1,050,000, 1,100,000, 1,150,000. The cheapest ones, like if they have a lot of mechanical issues, are around 980,000. God, they're expensive. The Pagodas have skyrocketed in price.
It's expensive all over the world.
It's expensive all over the world. There's no way to escape it. Exactly. And it doesn't help. It just follows the dollar, right, my friend?
That paint job is already old, isn't it?
That paint job is 17 years old. She arrived 20 years ago, and 3 years later, the client painted her.
Here you're trying to save the few.
Right? Now we're going to lift her up too, give her a good polish. We're going to sand the whole car, and when it's done, you'll see it's going to look amazing.
I see there's still work to do.
We're bringing period-correct tires for this car since it currently has modern ones. Here, Pirelli makes the tires from that era for this car. We're going to order 4 to put on it.
I see. Does it really change everything?
It changes because you truly get that vintage car vibe.
Here it's lifted, right?
Yeah, it is, but honestly, the tire doesn't really match the whole setup, right? Yeah.
That's right.
And today it's interesting because among the SL generations in our collection, we don't have the 190 SL, which is the first generation. The second generation is the Pagoda from 64 to 71. And we do have that second generation here. Yeah. The third generation, right, which is from 72 to 89. And this car here is an 88, okay? We brought this one too. And it's joining the collection with the Pagoda, right? Right?
What a collection, huh?
It was handpicked for the guy so he could have the SLs at home. And he already has a black SL 600 of mine that I sold to him, right? So he's going to have the 3 generations with the top engines of each generation.
Look,
this one is the 560, right? With this car, you have the 280 6-cylinder, the 380, which is the small V8, and the 560, which is the European 500, which is the big V8, right?
it's considered the big block, right?
Big block, exactly.
And does it really run well, Henrique?
Well,
Man,
this car is cool. This engine here, actually, it's still in the 2006 CLS 500. It still uses this engine. The SL 500 from that generation there, which comes after this one, uses the same engine, right?
it's the same mechanical setup.
It keeps going, right? This one goes a long way. And the electronic transmission in this one was used through 95. Look at that. In the V8 of the next generation, right? So it's a car that, even though its looks come from way back in 72, its mechanics here are already pretty modern, right? From 88 to 89, its last 2 years, it's really modern, right? Really cool. This car is also in a unique condition. It also came from a collection abroad. It's a dream, man. Manual transmission, all the keys. The car also had only one owner. All original interior, its original canvas top, like new. Wow, look. This car just came from a dealership inspection before coming to us. I want you to check this out, look. The guys did the inspection at the dealership, and take a look here. Look at that. I just want you to look at the car's battery.
Man, it's really spotless inside.
A car maintained abroad by someone who cares makes a difference. The original Mercedes battery was replaced at the dealership during the inspection before we received it. Impressive.
No, and check this out. Look at the size of their battery.
That's right. Also, because of its size and its amperage, since it's a narrow and long battery. I see. If you go to the market to look for a battery, you won't find one with the same amperage. It'll be smaller. No, the guy serviced at the dealership says, look, the original Mercedes battery, put it in the car to deliver it to the guys. So the maintenance history of it is very complete.
Some cars clearly have an owner who cares.
Right? That's what I say, man. That's the kind of thing that makes you want to buy, you know? That's when it's a pleasure to buy. Amazing, right? What a car. Amazing. This car even has the original factory spare tire.
It must have everything, right, man? This guy didn't spare any effort at all.
Look, how beautiful. Here, we're going to take it out from the side.
Original. Look at the plastic cover. Look at that.
The original Michelin, its original XMS. Look, it still has the colored dots. It was never even taken out of place. Never. Look at that. Barely used. Really cool.
Wow. This car basically just stayed in a collection, right? Yeah, it pretty much just stayed in a collection.
It was driven, right? It has its 80,000 miles too, does it? It does. That's not a small amount of miles. Or is it? If you think about it. Yeah, for a car like this, it's nothing.
Absolutely, man.
It has, let me think here,
Too much.
77,888 miles.
It was driven a lot, and it was cared for even better.
It was driven a lot, right? Yeah, it was driven a lot. It was owned by someone who cared. And it's all original. Its paint is really well preserved. Now we're going to give it a little restoration. You know, it has a lot of acid rain oxidation and stuff, I see. Now it's getting treatment, but you see it's straight, right? Look at that. It's not bent and nobody tampered with it, right? That's true. That's what we like about it. So this is the kind of work we do, you know, Lucas. A lot of people get it mixed up because importing, everyone imports, anyone can do it. Man, there are 200 guys who do import documentation. Yeah, it's a boring part of the whole process, but the real challenge is knowing how to go out there and buy this level of car.
That's right.
You can buy something like this in bad condition, which could give you a big headache.
I mean, you can buy something like this that looks like it's in good condition.
It looks like it, but it's not.
Then, as you study it, you realize you got screwed.
Yeah, then after that, it's already too late.
That's it.
Then it's too late and there's nothing you can do anymore, right? So we look at this very carefully because it's not just anyone who can go there, buy a Mercedes, examine it and know, no, this one can be fixed, this one is good, its history is important, right? The documentation is missing.
You have to know what you're buying, right?
You have to know what you're buying. It's crazy. So that's what sets our service apart. Okay, Lucas? Always looking for the best on the market for the client in that specific model he wants to add to his collection.
That's it. Look, isn't the other one really here, Henrique? Is that right?
What? That's right. Our Life.
A V12 here?
Yes, this is a 95 V12, right, Lucas? This is a fourth generation car, the generation that started in 1990, and the V12S started in 93, 3 years after the body style was launched, right? Very few came to Brazil and very few were produced, right? It's an extremely rare car, even abroad, okay?
Is it really a limited production model?
Yeah, man, limited production. The SL 600, I think the total production from 93 to 2000, which is when it ended, right, is 1,860 cars.
Just that?
Very few. That's not many at all. Its production run is ultra low.
Did the client ask you to find this here?
Here, yes, here too. This one was requested and ordered by a client. We found the car for him and brought it. It's a 95 with the Designo interior, which is the first year that Mercedes offered that sophisticated interior for this car because BMW made the BMW Individual, which had different colors and features. So Mercedes entered the competition. So let's make the Designo interior for the Mercedes as well. So it's full leather on the dashboard, on the doors, on the trim finishes. So it's really extra, right? Really fancy, man. Here in this midnight blue, which is a solid blue, a very exclusive color from the 90s, right? There were solid greens, solid blue, solid brown. It was a time of solid colors, right? So it's a very deep blue. Very cool. If you want to show everyone inside, go ahead. I do, that's all. Look over there. So the normal one here would be rubber, right? This one is covered in leather. Look, also on the outside part, I see. On the handle, look, all leather, leather, leather here on the armrest. Smell it. Yeah, it's got that strong leather smell. The dashboard is fully covered and stitched in leather. Okay, you can see the stitching. So this is called the Designo interior. They start at 95, right? Then in 96, this car gets a facelift, right? It's the first facelift of the SL, the fourth generation, and it happens in 96. Especially because the V8s from 90 to 95 use mechanical fuel injection just like the one from 88 over there. And the other day I was asking myself, why did you bring the V12? Because I've always liked this car. Back then, I already had them in 2002, 2003. Mechanical fuel injection systems have always caused us problems with our gasoline. I see. And since the V12 right from the start uses Bosch Motronic, which is the modern injection system that we still use in all cars today, right? That was already a big draw for me besides the magnificent V12. Let's look here, Lucas. See, we have the other two. Yes.
Imagine this here, V12 stop.
Man. Yeah, no, this is the best V12 among the GTs of the 90s, right? For me, by far, this one comes second only to the Ferrari 456. Here's another first generation model from the initial production year. It's a 92 Model 3 with a very low chassis number. This one is white with a navy blue interior, a beautiful combination. Okay, magnificent car with 80,000 miles impeccable from top to bottom. We gave this car a fresh paint job. Here it has a full water-based paint job. The seat leather was custom replaced. Remember traveling with me? We worked hard finding leather. Here it was, remember? That's right, here from those tanneries that make it. So in the exact original color, the same, perfect. Wasn't this the one you bought that day, man? No, that day I bought the brown leather, remember? Was it brown? That one was brown. Okay, it was for another project. Okay, here it was. But we worked that day too, right, Lucas? Remember? Look at this. See? Here, it's rubber. This one doesn't have the full leather interior. Yeah, so this is the normal interior. So it has leather on the seats, leather on the steering wheel, but the door is rubberized, the dashboard is rubberized. Yeah, that's the difference. The two are identical, 93 and 95 got it. And here on the side, look, you'll have the 96 with the facelift. This is the new one. This is a 96 with the second, already with the facelift on the body. Let me see the front, with the full leather interior. In other words, it's really complete. So what did it get here? Look. The bumper covers have changed. Here, if you look there, look here, you'll see that one is more square. This one is more rounded. It got a bit pointier, right? Now it comes with xenon headlights. Only the American version has xenon headlights. The ones that came to Brazil and the ones used in Europe don't have xenon. Really? Yeah, only the American version, okay? Inside here, you'll see the special leather interior. All leather. So it's all leather and it gets a wooden steering wheel. Look here. Now it has the facelift. So the seats change, the door panels change, it gets wood on the steering wheel, leather continues on the dashboard, leather continues on the doors, and it gets side airbags, which the other one doesn't have. Here it gets a 5-speed transmission. Here it gets a second generation of Bosch Motronic. Look, and here it already has a tone wheel, there's no distributor anymore, right? So it feels a lot more responsive, of course. So here it has an electronic 5-speed transmission. Over there it's a 4-speed mechanical one, it's automatic, but all with mechanical actuation, mechanical actuators. Wow, that's a lot of technology added, huh? A lot, all at once. I have both, I drive both. I'll be honest with you, I'm in love with this one here, white with blue for me. With the MG wheels, I put them on because I like to use them. In fact, its ad doesn't show the wheels, which are an extra accessory. I love this car. But the way this car drives is unbelievable. Does it already feel different? Wow, seriously? It's different, that's crazy. The response, everything, right? Yeah, exactly. And it's pretty new. Also, just a detail, right? This car has 30,000 miles. Wow, it's new. Yeah, I bought it from an old man in California. Really, really nice, like new, brand new. Yeah, the old Mercedes guy had 3 or 4 at home, but it's gotten too expensive, so he's selling them all. We got this one from him just as he was letting it go. Man. You mentioned that one too, right? How do you buy a Mercedes sight unseen? Look at the car, talking about the mileage and all that. With this one, we were very straightforward with him. Right away, I told him I would need 2 things from you, real quick, like this. I want you to go there and do a cold start on it. Prove to me that it's cold with the date. Look, I want to know the date. Make the convertible top work. I want to see it working, opening, closing. Look. And then we'll talk if it's all good. This one, this one. Is that how you asked? That's right. Then the old man got the message. You know what he did? He grabbed the today's newspaper. Yeah. He put it on top of the trunk lid, filmed the date on the newspaper. Yeah. He came here, opened the car hood, put his hand on it. It was cold, right? Everything was cold. Closed the hood, went there, bam, started the engine. I said, sir, turn the key. I want to see all the check and control lights on, right? Okay. And turn the key. I want to see if everything goes off. He turned the key. All the check lights went off and opened and closed the convertible top perfectly. I said, great, the car is mine. Look at that. Sir, can you help with the price? I need to take the car from California to Miami and shipping is expensive. He said he'd offer a slightly better deal and help with shipping. It's not a cheap car, but as I said, it's expensive yet good. So you get it, bring it here, wash the car. We did the mechanical check and it's ready. That's it, okay? Very good. The car is all original, absolutely flawless in every way. Very good. Her tops, you saw them over there in the corner, both of them, right? Yeah, I always leave them there because I like to open it up. Go out on the weekend while it's warm, we leave it off, right? Yeah. So there you have it. We have 3 SLSL 600S at home today. You won't find that anywhere else. It's rare. 3 great cars in one place. You can choose the color and the year according to my taste, and if none of the 3 work for you, just say what color you want and we'll have it brought in. Good. Just ask and we'll order it. Cool. Right? Look, I was with
Henrique, man. Every time I come here, I go around town with him. Man, I love the stories. I like to know, dude. Can't you see that I do? You get out of the car richer in knowledge because the guy gives you so much information, so much knowledge in such a natural way, man, that you just absorb it all, you know? Man, damn, dude, this guy has so many stories. Then you come here to see the place and you say, man, all that experience, right? It's all right here. You can see it in the way he talks, in how much he knows about things, man. American cars, European cars. I thought people only brought cars from Florida or the US, but this guy buys cars in Italy and has a contact there who knows what he wants. Look how crazy that is, man. We're looking for cars on Mercado Livre, on OLX, and there's a Brazilian looking for cars in Italy and Europe to bring them over the right countries to import from. So, man, it's really crazy. You leave different, you know, after a visit like this. He was telling me, man, even about that trailer over there that he had custom made.
Yeah, it was built in-house, right?
In a way, man, he found an engineer here, an old man who built the trailer for him. He was telling me about it. The two of them came up with this on their own and built this right here with their own hands. Even the guys at the metal shop asked, hey man, what are you building that you need all this metal for? That's exactly how it was.
Yeah, it was totally crazy here, right? But it's here, isn't it? It's already, 15, 16 years old this year, right? Has it really been that long? It was finished in 2010, yes, and it's already got 75,000 kilometers on it, this car.
Perfect.
Does it have an odometer? No, but I've written down my trips with the Silverado, you know, to keep track of what I towed behind it. The truck has 200,000 and it has 75,000 with it hitched behind. Perfect.
Crazy.
Always with the big thing loaded inside, right? Look.
Just to sum it up for everyone, here it's mostly Chevrolet parts.
Yes, here we have a custom-made chassis and it's not thick because it's light, so it's narrow and it's reinforced from the top. Right. So its walls are made of 3mm structural marine aluminum. Structural marine aluminum, it's a sheet. I'll show you on the door later. You'll understand, okay? The leaf spring shackles are from Toyota, from Bandeirante, which are for 1,000, 2,000 kilos each shackle. It has the axle ends from an S10 diesel 4x4. So the bearings are sealed closed, really sturdy, right? It has the front calipers from an S10 diesel on both axles. It has a tandem type equalizer, right, which is eccentric. So the center of the trailer is here, right, on the front axle. This is the middle of the trailer. And the rear axle is for balancing. But when you put the weight on it here, since the equalizer is eccentric, it distributes the weight to the rear axle. So it's super balanced. So it's a trailer that if you come drive on the road with me in a pickup truck, it could even be like a Lindoya with the Silverado inside, the little white one, the one I used to have. A pickup truck weighing 2.1 tons. Put it on top and it levels out, making the ride so smooth you barely notice the trailer behind the pickup. It runs smoothly like this. Look. It's amazing. You see the smooth walls. There are no rivets, nothing. All the walls are glued to the structures.
Nope.
Its look is the same system as a bus body, right?
Where's the front that you told me about, all that iron you guys ordered and the guy got scared?
So look, this insert goes straight into the Silverado's original hitch. We don't use a separate adapter, right? And then the lock nut goes on the back where the spare tire is, so it's already secure. Plus the safety pin. Got it, thanks. And the same amount you have there, if you lie down here under the trailer, this goes about 1.5 meters inside, same thing. On this front ratchet, I have the keys, which I can use to screw in and adjust the trailer brake. If I put a lighter car, I can take a little bit of brake off it. So I turn it here and it eases the brake spring. And if I put a much heavier car on it, I can tighten the spring because then it keeps the brakes on, since it works by inertia, right? Okay, and the master cylinder is from a Veraneo. Really? Of course, it's Chevrolet too. You know this needs maintenance and we have it. Want to see? Look.
This thing is huge.
Is it huge?
It's huge.
Here is its door. It's electro-hydraulic, right?
It goes down, right?
It goes down. Come here. We'll go in here. Look. Watch the tops on the SLs. Be careful. Thanks.
This is kind of foreign, right? Yeah.
Look here. Go in there. You can go in there if you want. Go in if you want to turn on the light. Is there a light? Turn it on there. Up there. There, look, here.
Look.
Done. Look at that. So here, a 60 Cadillac fits. Really? It was made for a 5960 Cadillac. That's the size of this trailer. You can see it's all lined inside. Everything has thermal and acoustic insulation. Here you have the electro-hydraulic motors, the same as the car trailers, right? That raise and lower the big ramp, so it lowers the tailgate. Here it's the same type of rail as the truck trailers, right? Car trailers. So you secure it with the same kind of tensioners, okay? In the front, we have a toolbox with the spare tire. This door opens outward here.
Here, right? That's it.
For example, with a 60 Cadillac, you can drive to the end of the track and the door opens perfectly for easy entry. With other regular cars, you can also open the door here without any issues. And our reference is always the axle. Here's the exact center of the trailer. So even when I'm loading here, I know exactly how far I can go, because then you also distribute the load inside it. It's important to know how you distribute things inside here, right? Everything.
Built, thought through, and made to measure.
Everything's nice and just right. Hooks, straps, the things you see here. All of this, look, is structural. If you want to tie anything here, no problem. I see. Here too, you can hang whatever you want. All of this is part of its structure. All right? All inside. That's wild. See the beams, angle irons? Everything's huge. Look, man, this thing is insanely well built. Top notch, right? And like this, with all of this assembled the way it is here, it weighs 2,100 kilos. Look at that. That's nothing compared to the trailers we know. The American ones, the enclosed ones. There are trailers of up to 5 tons this size. Wow, okay? So here our total gross weight with a 2,000 kilo car inside is 4,200, damn. And it's rated for 4,500, right?
It can carry up to 2,300. That's awesome.
I say, man, when I got onto the divided highway, 100, 110 kilometers per hour, wow, man, it would slow down. It felt like there was a parachute behind the truck. Yeah, I say, man, Romaniza, I think this thing is kind of stuck. He says, man, here's the thing. I thought the size of this enclosure here could create a vacuum, you know? Then the first time we went to Lindoia without this here in 2010. Then Franco was with Gralas Gol and Graal, and we planned to leave it in Indaiatuba. And they were like, Franco, come behind me because man, you'll see it holds, it does the thing. Man, I don't know. He came here behind with the Gol in the trailer's slipstream. He went with the Gol in neutral from Lindoia to Indaiatuba in the trailer's slipstream, pulling and braking to avoid hitting the tow truck. He says, hey man, this thing makes a terrible draft. So we brought this here from the United States from utility trailers because they drive really fast on the road there, right? With the box trailers. So we brought the parts, copied this here in cast aluminum.
That's what you guys copied.
They wanted a lot of money for this, right? And you needed many of them for both the top and bottom. This breaks up the vacuum at the rear. Yes.
And it disperses the air in layers, man.
It increased the truck's fuel efficiency by 50% and got rid of the vacuum in the back.
That's crazy.
That's what solved it.
That's awesome, man. Really cool, really cool. That's some great engineering right there.
We go to car meets near and far. We take grills, all the gear inside, and it's really cool. And off we go. We've already been to Araxá, to Lindoia, everything, right? Many times. We've done it all.
I can imagine.
Yeah, that's it.
Enrique, thank you very much. Congratulations once again.
Number 10, that's it. We're here, right, Lucas?
Congratulations once again on your work. Always. For your choices, for your experience. Everything is explained here. Really cool.
Awesome. We feel right at home, right?
And when you set up your YouTube channel, count on me to help you.
That's great. We'll be sure to bother you since you're the one who knows things.
You should have a YouTube channel.
People are asking for it, right? Should we ask for it too? Yes, we should.
Yeah, we should ask for it, right?
So much so that Dudu is here doing things. You saw that, right? My son helping with these things, even with Instagram and everything. He says, Dad, people are asking. I say, calm down. Don't you have YouTube? Wait, there's no video. No, wait, quiet down. We haven't set it up yet.
People like to watch.
People like it, right? Yeah, so we'll end up doing it. He offered to take care of the page. So let's put that up there too, because I think it's just about uploading what we already do to one more place, right? Of course.
Always good.
And let's keep trying to bring the best we can to everyone. And it's what we like, right? This is our passion. Always do our best, you can be sure of that. And always with exclusive things and the best from abroad. We don't go there to bring back junk or just to bring things with money as the only consideration, as we say, right? Here, we're more concerned about what the person will actually have at home, about putting something there and saying, no, I'm going to put this here. It's unique, but I can enjoy it because it's really cool. It was handpicked over there. It was always a purchase made thoughtfully. It wasn't just an emotional purchase. Yeah, not just emotional and not, as I say, just about the money, right? Because what I notice a lot, what I see happening out there is people bringing in really bad stuff, right, Lucas? Getting emotional. I go there because it's cheap, then come back and sell it for a fortune. Not everything is the same or costs the same. And man, it's a lot of work, right? I see people out there who invested their hard-earned money, and instead of going there to buy something nice, they ended up giving in to some mercenaries who just bring anything, and then it's up to the guy to deal with it, you know? They just want to do a quick job for some cash, only thinking about money. No, here we care about what the guy will have at home. At some point, it could become a trade-in for him to upgrade or get another car, and we hope that person brings us something worthwhile.
Because the American market, man, the foreign market, as tempting as it is and as much as it makes you want it, it can also be very dangerous.
Right? Let me tell you, those hustlers over there speak fluent English, huh?
So that's how it is. When an American wants to be a crook, he's worse than a Brazilian.
Man, oh, okay.
And Americans do some really shady deals.
Man, that's it. Hey, man, aren't there a lot of Latinos there? A lot of slick Latinos, a lot of things are covered up. Everything looks nice on the outside, but when you look inside, wow. And actually, it's not even nice on the outside, right? People who understand things better can immediately tell from a distance that something's no good, right?
Henrique, those guys, they're not really into small talk, are they? No. How do you manage to get there and get the photos you need and end up with the final result and see what you need?
Look out there, what happens? We go in very decisively when we're doing business, right? So we don't play around when it comes to buying. First of all, Americans don't like that. How much is it? What's the best price? What's this or that? No, man, you have to go in strong and say, look here, my friend, I'm a buyer for the SL 560. I think your car isn't quite what I was looking for. I have an offer for the car. I can pay this amount. Will you sell it to me? Very short, direct, and to the point like this. It's not like, oh, but can you? What's your best price? That back and forth we have here in Brazil doesn't exist there. And there, if you take too long to think, while you're thinking, someone else comes and buys it. And the market over there moves fast, right, man? It's not just consumerism over there. We know that things move incredibly fast. So you can't just play around when buying because of that. I think the car you want is that one. Decide, go for it, but go in with a firm offer, not an offensive one. Make sure it's within the market average, and if his price is a little off, try to see where he can go. But go in with a decisive offer, you know? The worst that can happen is you'll be told no. And some even get upset, others don't. Others say, no, man, I can't do that, but I can do this. They can't give you one thing, but offer another. We make a deal and then close it, right? And when it's what we want,
sometimes we're not as good at negotiating as you guys, yes. That's why sometimes we might come to you and say, buy that car for me, bring that to me.
But you'll definitely get a better deal, I'm absolutely sure. You do, and that's what we do. That's how it is, right, Lucas? That's what I've always made clear to all the clients who imported with us. Every discount, anything else we can get on a car, like the client who came here, Bami Ba, Michelin, we've already bought the Pagoda. I already have the SL 600, buy me the one in the middle. I say, man, we have to buy a car from this year with this engine, got it. And let's choose the best car on the market. Let's not buy just for the price.
So his collection will be complete.
Then the guy got here and he went crazy, right? He said, wow, man, he really liked it. He loved the car. He loved the car. Can I open it? Sure. He's even more excited to ride in this car than the Pagoda. Since his brother had a Pagoda, he'd already ridden in one a lot.
Was this one also from Europe? No.
This one came from the United States.
From the United States. Hey, Henrique, does the car from the US or Europe take the same amount of time? Yes.
Same thing. Same thing. From Europe, it takes a little longer, right? Really? It's taking about 5 or 10 days more. We choose direct ships from the United States, not the ones that make many stops. I see, because there are many freight forwarders there, right? Only 2 shipping companies exist. The rest is just talk.
Is that a thing too?
Of course, right? Ship owners. Who are the shipping companies that do North America and South America? It's MSC and Hapag-Lloyd. That's it. There isn't another one.
If you choose the other, you're screwed.
It's not that there isn't another one. You have the freight forwarders, right? Who work for the companies. Then there's a freight broker who will take your car and put it on a multi-stop route with 10 stops. That's not good, right, man? Wow. So, because the freight is cheaper. Yes, but they're putting it on a small ship that goes from Miami to Barranquilla. Then it sits there on the ground for 10 days. Then it loads in Barranquilla, then Puerto Rico. Then it loads again and keeps loading, loading, unloading, unloading. Man, the fewer times the cargo is moved, the better, of course. So we only use direct freight and ships from Miami to Rio Grande. Got it, okay? It's 22 days in transit.
Got it. Is it exactly 22 days?
22 days. And with the current shortage of things coming from there to here, there used to be a weekly ship. Now it happens every 2 weeks, but sometimes it gets canceled. So you might miss a bi-weekly one and have to wait another 15 days to board again. I see. So sometimes that's what happens. Today we have 6 cars at sea. We have 3 40-footers coming from the United States. It was loaded onto the ship on the 18th. It left on the 26th or 28th. Now what cars are these? A Porsche 944 Turbo 1988 is coming. The first Z3 6-cylinder is a 96 model. 97 about 6 from that year are already being shipped. A Jaguar XK8 convertible is coming first year, also 96. What's coming along with it? An F250 Power Stroke with an extended cab, not a crew cab. Right? And a brand new Escalade is coming by itself, 40-foot container. Oh, wow. We have a Porsche coming, a 912 coming from Italy. Wow. And we have a container now to load in Italy with another 456 GT. Very new. Another one, we bought the car in Monaco. It's practically brand new. Okay? The car, actually, its first owner was, those our age will remember, right? The former Formula One driver, René Arnoux. Really? This car was from his collection. The car is black with a red interior. Look, 40,000 kilometers. The car is like new, really like new. Okay? And there's a Golf Cabriolet Mark III coming. Look at that, 95. Damn. Automatic 1.8, the car is in great condition too, like only one owner, a lady. The car hasn't been licensed to drive on the street for 8 years. No. She just moves it around, takes it out of the garage, puts it back and keeps it running. Really? We bought her car. So it's joining the collection too. Great. The same client with the Ferrari can't find this kind of car for me, which is what I want. He already has one of these little Golfs, which they bought new in 95 here in Brazil. He said he wanted a convertible Golf like his and suggested finding the car. We found it and bought it for him. So it's coming along with the Ferrari. A client is already interested, so there might be another shipment from Italy. There are more Golfs to be sold. The client even knew I was looking for a car like the one I showed him. Now this weekend he checked it out, took a drive and said, no, I want it. Look at that. Go find another one for me. So let's find another one. That's awesome. And together with him, we might be able to buy cars for inventory. So it's time to bring in more. Very good. We help him so he doesn't come alone or pay too much. We also split shipping because the cars are cheap, so extra costs add up quickly. When the car has a higher added value, the operational cost is spread out better, you know. With a cheap car, those costs hit a cheap car a lot harder. It's good to split it.
Paying for everything by yourself.
Right? It gets heavy. Cool. It needs to come with a more expensive car to help balance out the bill, right? Got it. So that's the math. And we're ready to help, right? We want to bring good things to people. We've already said no here. There was a guy who came in wanting to buy something bad, man. Sorry, I'll help you, but I won't do it for you because, man, here it's not going to work out for you. You know, and I think that's a matter of manhood, for sure. The person doesn't know what they're getting into. We want to help. So if I were a mercenary, it would be easy. Just take his money from the service. Exactly. Well, if something goes wrong, it was him who found it. He found it. He was the one who asked to bring it, right? But we can't see it that way, right?
That's when you really win over the customer.
Exactly. So that's the approach we take. And it's no wonder we've already put together great collections that as time goes by, people get even happier because they keep going up in value exponentially, right? Yeah, okay.
So that's it. Thank you.
No problem, Lucas.
See you next time. Congratulations.
Thanks.
When more cars arrive, I want to go to the bonded terminal.
Sure, I'll go with you. It's settled. Let's go. Come to Caxias. There's always something new.
Thank you, Henrique.
Thank you. That's all. You're always welcome. No need to mention it. I didn't lose anything. You needed me, and you could count on me, right?
Yeah, come on, guys. It was a pleasure. Hanging out with you is always a learning experience.
Man, it's great for sure.
Congratulations once again, and thank you.
Thank you so much. Take care and hugs to everyone.